Right. Okay, thanks for that. I'm glad to hear about the lunch. Let's go to U.S. Congressman Gary Peters. He's from Michigan. He's a Democrat. Same question to you, sir. And I talk about this. I'm beginning to sound like a rant here. But I do look at this economics, and I look at the politics, and they are right on top of each other. The politics is matching the economics. The Democratic Party of jobs, which has always been the party of jobs, is losing in states where the jobs are disappearing. What are your thoughts? How do you put it together? Jobs and politics.
Well, we have to. Absolutely, we have to put it together, and certainly it was very important in Michigan. As you know, the troubles that we've been having in this state is to have certainly President Obama and the Democrats stood up for the domestic auto industry, which was absolutely critical. We got some good news today. General Motors earning $2 billion on the verge of having an initial public offering to pay back the taxpayers. It was a tough road that we had to hoe. You talked about the differences on the two coasts. There are big differences. People on the coast who thought that the domestic auto industry should disappear. Well, it shouldn't. In fact, you cannot have a manufacturing sector in this country. You can't have good paying jobs unless it's anchored by a strong and vibrant domestic auto industry. And it's actually proven to be a success so far.
Well, why don't you stick it to the Republicans? The Republicans are making a big race, and I give them credit for trying. They're trying to steal all the industrial states away from the Democrats because the times are bad. Why don't you challenge them and say, what are you guys going to do, you women and men, to bring back these states economically? It's just not a question of benefiting from the failure of the economy. It's bringing the economy back politically and economically. Are they going to do it, or are they just going to try to advantage themselves over your failures?
Well, they can. Now that they have the majority in the House, they've got to come with some positive ideas as to how they are out there helping middle-class families. Middle-class families in this country have been stagnant. The wages have been stagnant over this last decade. To me, that is really the underlying anxiety being felt by middle-class families. And it's about jobs. It's about fighting the outsourcing. We have been, in Michigan, we've lost over 300,000 jobs to outsourcing. We've got to step up and make sure other countries around the world play by the same rules that we do here in the United States. We've got to get tough. And if we don't get tough, we're going to continue to be exporting good-paying jobs and not just manufacturing jobs. What we've learned is when manufacturing goes overseas, engineering and design follow right after that. There will not be good-paying jobs in this country unless we stand up.
Okay, I love those ads by Jeff Daniels for your state. Thank you very much, Congressman Gary Peters of Michigan. Up next.